jungle. It's what? Pretty simple to me though, it's way past being left or right. Just use your head and common sense and think about how you've been affected in daily life. Is it easier or is it harder? That's the most important question you should think of first. Cause life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse.
How's it going today? I got some good feedback on the last Samson reaction I put out. So we're looking at another one tonight called 46 equals 13. Kind of excited. Someone actually posted in the last one that we should check it out. Again, let's go ahead and just give you the rundown. Obviously, Laughing Libertarian. I'm Alan McFarland. Welcome to the show. Please like, subscribe. That's the big one. Share. And also another big one is the comment. YouTube loves when you guys comment. And make sure you go check out everything Revolver on YouTube, on Facebook, on Truth Social, on Rumble. Go check them all out. Support the whole fam, please. We're trying to make it. We're trying to make it, guys. So let's just get into it.
I love high gas prices, I love paying more for groceries, and I really love seeing taxes rise. It's so good knowing that I'm giving more but receiving less. It makes me feel humble, but I'm gonna stop with the sarcasm right there, cause I swear we're living in a real jungle. It's what? Pretty simple to me though, it's way past being...
I was loving the sarcasm, man. He's like so sarcastic. It's everything that goes in your mind when you're sitting there pumping the gas. And gas used to be like $35 a tank, and now it's like over 60. And I know for Josh, it's way worse than that because he has a tank. But I remember watching mine go for like 35 to 60, and yeah, the whole time ahead, I'm like, oh, geez, I just love this. You know, I just love paying all this in gas and food. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic going to the supermarket and knowing that I used to be able to feed myself and my child for, you know, like $100, and now my bill's like $250. Oh man, thank you so much. Go ahead, bro.
Left or right, just use your head and common sense and think about how you've been affected in daily life. Is it easier or is it harder? That's the most important question you should think of first. Cause life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse. Ask me? I think we're fucked. Don't give me that look, everything sucks. Have you gone outside? Have you been to the store? Have you compared the prices to a year before? Do you drive a car? Have you pumped gas? Don't lie to me now, it sucks ass. You could brush it off like it's a fucking joke, but the media lies, numbers don't. Well, you can't blame Biden, it isn't him. Well, who the fuck is it then? What jacked up the prices? I want to know why I spend so much up at Conoco. I don't know. I think it's insane that the leader of the country...
I know he's probably going to get into it a little further. Again, this is a reaction. I have no idea where the song's going. And I just learned of Samson last week. So, hey, here we are. But, yeah, man, I mean, anybody who got to hear him say, well, it's not my fault gas is going up, but when gas came down a little bit, you sure as hell knew he was going to take credit for it, and he did. Now, granted, I mean, we're actually seeing gas go down right now. Strangely enough, Josh, I don't know if you've been listening to it, but they said gas has been going down because worldwide there's less demand on gasoline right now. Ironically, though, the one of the Jeep plants is actually laying off 1,000 people. Did you know that? Did you hear about that today? Yeah, one of the plants over in Illinois actually is laying off 1,000 people because building electric vehicles is too expensive. Building electric vehicles is too expensive, so they're laying off 1,000 people because they can't afford to pay them and build an electric vehicle that can compete. So they're going to get rid of them, and they're going to ship that work down to Mexico.
The future is expensive.
Yeah, right? Build back better, right? And the better means everywhere else. Build it in Mexico is what that means. So, and we also don't have the tariffs that we had under Trump, so that just means it behooves all these places to send those jobs to Mexico, which the only good side of that is maybe we won't have 2,600 people crossing the border every hour. Maybe they'll turn back around and take one of those 1,000 jobs making an electric Jeep. But anyway, I'm going to shut the hell up. Let's go.
Gets no blame because the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as fuck. I'm just saying, now watch. Down in the comment section, someone's gonna give us an economy lesson. I can't wait to hear your expert analysis on fluctuation and how expenses balance. Hey, it's all a part of the process. What the hell you bitching for? It's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 16 cents that I saved on hot dogs for 4th of July. What a fucking steal. Too bad I spent more on gas just to get to Target. So by the time I got done buying all this shit and filling up my car, I had way less than when I started. Now, I don't really call that saving. No, I call that losing money. It doesn't take a genius to do simple math, but apparently you can't, so who's the dummy? Probably still me. I'm just pissed off.
So that's the funny thing. Like, you know, anybody who knows anything about this stuff, and I love to talk economics, and if you guys want to drop a comment in the comment section, whether you're going to agree with me or disagree, I don't really care. Disagreeing is just going to get me to, you know, give you a lesson. But, you know, obviously supply and demand, there's that. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Obviously, when you print a bunch of money from nothing, especially when it's not backed by gold or silver anymore, you have nothing. Petrodollar, go to hell. But as he's saying, you know, okay, you saved me 16 cents on hot dogs, but you cost me more at the pump, right? But we all know that as soon as it starts costing you at the pump, because we still transport everything by truck, or a lot of things by truck, all of those goods have to go up because that shipping cost, that freight cost gets added in on those hot dogs. So that's 16 cents. You better get there quick and get that damn 16 cents off, because it's not going to be there next week. But go ahead.
This inflation's fucked up, but I gotta sit here and act like I love this administration with a thumbs up? Stupid. Everything is hell, but you act like I'm supposed to be in heaven. You know our country ain't doing too good when the Waffle Houses start to close at 11. Dude, he can barely talk, and don't act like I'm being overzealous. Every time the man speaks, I have no fucking clue what he's trying to tell us. Every speech is like a gag reel. Every time I see the shit, I'm like, is that real? Well, considering the fact that the only other option was Trump, I don't think it's such a bad deal. Fuck that, I want a strong leader. The strength of a man should be constantly tested, especially when you're in the most powerful position in the world. That should be not even a question.
Hey. I mean, there's nothing more honest than what he just said. You know, say what you want to say about Trump. I mean, you can say what you want to say about Biden. Again, I don't give a damn. We can have an argument. I don't care. Drop it in the comments. We'll have a conversation. But at the end of the day, I think we could have 2-for-1 the trade with Russia. Just saying, if you have Trump there, I mean, all he had to do to get a good trade when he was in office was just basically dog the currency of the country, right? I think it was Turkey. I may be wrong, but I believe it was Turkey. And all he had to basically do was go and tweet that their currency was a shit currency, and the value of the currency plummeted. So then they negotiated just to get him to say a good word to bring their currency back up. Because guess what? When your currency isn't worth as much as it should be, you can't do as much with it. Oh, wait, you guys already know that shit, because the money you have right now is about 66 cents on the dollar. Good fucking luck. Go ahead.
Not enough words that can describe the craziness we're facing, dude. But the crazier part is there's still people you need to sit down and really explain this to. Come on, man. Just watch a press conference. You'll see that Joe is all gone. He literally says out loud that he has a list of people he's supposed to call on. And even then he fucks that up. The whole thing is hella awkward. COVID-19 ain't his biggest enemy. It's the goddamn teleprompter.
Oh.
It feels like we don't even have a leader. It's like we're all just following blindly. Each of my grandparents could run circles around him in a debate, and they're almost 90. Look at him. Don't take it from me. Go listen to him. It's not a rumor.
You gotta, I mean,
Today, Junior! Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Go on YouTube and click any video of Joe Biden and check out the like and the dislike ratios. That should prove to you that no one likes him. I don't agree with anything he's done. His decisions affect me in many ways. If it was up to me, I'd rather have mean tweets and cheap gas any day.
Okay.
I don't like Biden. What good's he done for us? I think Afghanistan pretty much sums it up. What a dumb adult. My stomach does somersaults when I think about those 13 soldiers that were killed to fucking gall.
Damn.
Then he goes to the service and keeps checking his watch like he has somewhere better to be. I swear the disrespect doesn't stop. Pick your fucking head up. Look at the women and men you killed. I don't understand how anyone could even defend you still. And if they do, they either don't know.
You know, what's really funny is that we had all these problems with the UAE, but they're the ones who negotiated the trade deal, right? Like, I'm going to get into Brittany Griner on another video, but think about that. Like, we have a problem with them. Gas is going down. We get our oil from the UAE. They negotiate a trade for us to be able to get back a WNBA player who hates the United States, which, by the way, I really, really fucking hope they play the anthem when she got off the fucking plane. That would be great. But
she needs to be singing that.
she needs to be singing it. Absolutely. She needs to be kissing the dirt. But And I don't mean that like a death way. I mean like literally fall down her hands and knees and kiss the earth when she gets here, when she got here. But anyway, think about this though. So the Middle East is short on weapons, right? They need weapons. They're constantly in conflict, and they need to be able to protect themselves from Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. They need all this stuff, right? So they're short on weapons. We trade one of the biggest arms dealers in the history of the world, in the history of people, period. And we give them back, run it through the UAE. They negotiate the trade. Why the hell would they negotiate the trade? Why do they care? Why the hell do they care, right? They were too busy telling us they weren't going to sell us gas and oil and stuff, but now our gas prices are going down because there's supposedly less demand for it. And they're negotiating a trade to get a terrorist essentially back to Russia in a time where both Russia and the Middle East needs weaponry. Fucking genius, Biden. Fucking genius. Like, you didn't leave enough weapons there already for them to play with, so you went ahead and gave them back somebody who can broker those weapons. Like, man, you are a fucking moron. And sorry about all the F-bombs. I just cannot get them all out. Yeah, Samson's doing that to me, man. I'm blaming him. I'm blaming him. I'm going to act like a liberal here, and I'm not going to own my shit. So go ahead.
What they're talking about, or they're lying to themselves, cause they know damn well you're a problem now. Pulling out was a good choice, not the way you did it though. Kamala's probably sitting there like, oh my god, we did it, Joe. Speaking of her, where's she been through all these deadly days? As soon as shit erupts and hits the fan, Kamala's MIA. Not like she does anything anyway, so fucking useless. Law and order, crisis at the border, she don't fucking do shit. Just a talking head, paired up with the Walking Dead, breaking absolutely every word that was promised or said. Every time I see their faces on TV, it's such a bummer. I feel like I'm watching the third installment of Dumb and Dumber. And on top of all that, they put another ban on ammo, trying to disarm Americans, but equip the Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect their families are the scary ones. You put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do in your own people. You don't care about this nation. Fuck you, that's from me. Fuck you, that's from them. Fuck you from everyone that's still stuck in Afghanistan. Fuck you from the men and women who died for this country. And fuck you for every time you lie to cover up something. You blame this on Trump. How the fuck is this even his fault? You're in charge now,
like covering
not him.
up.
That's just your default. Whenever something goes wrong, you flip and
Like covering up a laptop, like all the information we have because of Elon Musk right now. And I know this song's much older than this, but it's a simple fact that like I love how all these people who were big on Joe Biden were basically saying, well, it's because it was him or Trump. Well, what the hell was wrong with Trump? Well, he was mean, or he was racist. Well, what's your proof? Well, he said China virus. Well, guess what? Historically, every single time there's been an illness or a virus or something like that, they try to track down the origin, and then they call it that. So it's not really racist, and really China doesn't really have a race per se. They kind of share a race with a lot of people in the region, but it's not Chinese. So there's that. But think about that, guys. I mean, like literally all of these things that Biden has covered up, or the FBI, now that we have Elon Musk, thank him so much for releasing this information, all this information that the FBI is covering up, all the information that the Bidens have covered up and have pushed, the information they've pushed on us, so that these people would vote him in because they wanted a change and they wanted to derail Trump. And again, I'm not a big Trumper. I'm not. I mean, I love policy, man. If Biden had great policy, I wouldn't give a damn if he was a Democrat, but he has shitty policy and he's old as shit, can't speak, can't handle a conversation, man. He's good for like cute little, like he said, cute little gag reel bullshit. That's it. The man has zero policy. His hiring practices are shit. It's literally, do you fit a narrative that is just different than what we've had before? Perfect. You're good for the job. I don't care what your background was, because we're seeing them fail at every single level. So many things I can talk about. Let's just shut the hell up and let Samson do it. Shit.
He did it, but whenever something goes right, you're quick to take the credit. You undid almost all of Trump's agreements by your second.
That's what I was gonna say.
Why is this one of the only fucking things you left in place? No crosses to bear, no responsibilities, just chocolate chip to ease your mental instability.
Turkeys?
I would say the blood's on your hands, but that's a lie, cause you don't even know where the fuck you are half the time.
Yeah, think about that. I'm gonna hold it right there. Of course, I think that's the end, right? Yeah, people definitely go support this guy. Like he's killing it, man. This is the second video I've watched of his. Obviously, if you watch the last one, if you haven't, go back and watch it, man. It's hilarious. Nancy, that was a gem.
Fire.
It was fire. It was fire. I can't lie, man. The dude has tons of skill. He needs to be much bigger than he is right now. So, and I'm not even talking just about the political stuff, man. Like the guy's lyrical ability is just phenomenal. So I'm happy you brought up the fact that Joe Biden, basically wiped out a lot of what Trump did. But one thing that I really love is that so many people. Oh, by the way, how are you guys looking on that $10,000 for your student loan debt? I'll wait. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess it didn't happen. So anyway, hopefully you guys didn't spend an extra $10K because you were irresponsible with your money in the first place, and then when you thought you got a free $10K, you spent it. Hope you didn't do that. People who are bad with money typically don't do well. So anyway, how about wiping out standardizing price for certain medicines, right? Like Trump had that policy in place for things such as insulin. That was in place, right? That was all put down there to basically limit the profitability of drugs that companies have been making for several years, and they've definitely made their money back on, that people really need. Drugs for cancer, drugs for diabetes, like I said, insulin. You eliminate that, and then you wait till midterm to then reinstate it with your name on it. You dumb jackass. And you want the best for the country, but you eliminate a program just so you can bring it back when it complements your team and put your name on it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You eliminate so many things that were great. Again, I love great policy, and for you to wipe great policy out and then bring it back several years later after people have basically been punished by you, and then you want everybody to drop to a knee and praise you dipshit. I can't do it. But anyway, I can rant about this, and I will rant about this on another video. This is Samson. What was the name on this one more time? 46 equals 13. Yes, Samson. 46 equals 13. Man, this thing is fire, man. Like, he is fantastic. I love how he switched it up in the middle there. Definitely go check out Nancy. Hopefully through my videos, my reaction, that'd be great. Again, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, be safe. See you guys later.